Oh, hey, yeah, well, you probably want to know a little bit about me, right? Of course. Let's see. Well, I grew up in a middle-class lifestyle, I guess, on the outskirts of Neon. I guess you could say it was a fairly average childhood, at least for Neon standards anyway, albeit there was a few dark differences, I suppose. My mother died in childbirth. Some rare conditions lined up, apparently, and they just couldn't save her. My father was the CEO of a small medical research firm, naive to think that he could provide any meaningful competition in a town basically owned by much bigger fish, if you can excuse the pun. I suppose you could say that he was a dreamer, and they even had a few breakthroughs. They were looking for a cure for investigating what happened to my mom, of course, but they also had a few breakthroughs in a counteragent for the addictive properties of Aurora. You know, Neon's pride and joy psychotropic drug. Anyways, he was silly enough to get caught up with this girl and fell in love, and they'd only been together 14 months when I was born. And he was really not ready to raise a child on his own. He did the best he could, I guess, trying to teach me right from wrong and to put in the work, not to take shortcuts. I wasn't a very good listener. I got into some trouble as a kid, although not as much as some. Nothing that would stick permanently anyways. I would eventually make it through school well enough, and I even took a few semesters in some combat training and self-defense after an outpost near our home was attacked. Father said that he would always be good to be prepared, right? I took some business classes soon after that, before taking up my dad on his offer to train me to be his successor, right? Well, I found that to be kind of ironic, you know? I mean, isn't skipping school to come lead a business sort of like taking a shortcut, Pops? Anyways, he said that hands-on was far superior to the books that I would ever read, so I guess I just went with it. I dropped out of school and started working for him. I had a pretty big head on my shoulders, too. I mean, my dad owns the place. I'm not exactly a random employee. My head got a little bit too big, though, and that's kind of how I got into this mess in the first place, actually. They call it insider trading, but I was totally innocent of that shit. I mean, I wasn't even on the inside of this company at all. Just happened to read a few internal memos and... Alright, so I allegedly hacked into a couple of systems to get an edge in negotiations against a competitor. And maybe that led to learning that their crap drug wasn't all that was hyped up to be. And perhaps one could suggest that this was the inspiration to buying a boatload of put options against their stock for a huge sum of money, for which I may or may not have allegedly borrowed from our corporate accounts to do. We made billions on that trade. More profit than our firm had ever made in a year from that single trade. It was absolute genius, I thought. It turns out the regs didn't think so, and my father and his company were, quote, about to go down for a major scandal that would cripple my entire family. I thought that that was a bit of an exaggeration, but eventually the evidence would exonerate my father for all wrongdoing and implicate me. I guess I wasn't that great at covering up the hack, allegedly. Anyway, I spent 11 months in white-collar lockup for that, and my father never once came to visit. Being in prison wasn't actually all that big of a deal, though. It was getting out that was tough. Our company never recovered from this, and when I returned home to greet him, the home was not our home anymore. Our company was no more. Our accounts were completely off limits to me, of course, and that means I had nothing. And no one, pretty much everyone who originally thought I was a cool guy, no longer did. I would later learn, just 3 months after I was locked up, that my father left Neon to another colony, only to have the transport ship he was on hijacked by pirates. So, no survivors was the news. I guess what I'm saying, without hardly anything to my name, I'm here today to get a fresh start at life. I know that you asked for my name at the beginning, but if you don't mind, can you just call me Chuck? Soul date, May 7th, 2330. Argos Extractor's mining outpost, Moon of Vectera. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Charlie, and we're going to enjoy some Starfield together with a character that I've come up with named Chuck. Let's see what happens.
Seals are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule. Hella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly. Listen to me. Mining's just like any other job. Go steady, go safe, go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, I work in the Stardock. Except, with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid. And, let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Yeah, and the fact that I can pinpoint a helium deposit from 300 meters.
Not untrue. A shame we won't find any down here. But the metal deposits alone should pay for our own helium. Hell, after this, we'll have enough jump fuel to bounce from one end of the settled systems to the next.
Hey, more minerals, more money. And so the cycle repeats itself. Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for room space, okay?
He's just a big baby. There are worse lives. You know, most Dusties don't even make it this far. I have a good feeling about you.
Group hug now or at the end of the shift?
One of these days, Hella, I am going to leave you behind.
Promises, promises.
I really hope we get to have more time with Hella, because he sounds pretty cool. I gotta get him on board at some point here.
Okay, let's see what we've got. How are we on time?
A little longer. Grab some samples?
Always. But not you. Check on Isabel. Make sure she eases up on the breach. I don't feel like getting buried alive today.
Roger that.
Remember, Dusty, keep your breathing steady and never take that helmet off down here. Oxygen processors don't extend this far.
Yeah, because God forbid we drill on a rock with a breathable atmosphere.
Know what I love about working in Freestar Collective space? Pure red. A job like this in the United Colonies? Huh. Some red tape. Ugh. Look at this one over here. Calvert! No! No. It's a laser, not a sledgehammer. Ease up! Benning, if you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire. Let's go!
Yeah, okay.
What do we say, Dusty? You make your cut, you get your cut. No exceptions. Come on, pick it up. Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal at this point. Occasional glimmer, but it's weak.
What do you think? Stay the course?
No, ma'am. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Well, okay then. Let's call this one tapped. Why don't you move over to that big vein we looked at?
Yes, ma'am.
This environment is super cool. I'm just gonna say, like, it's
Dusty, you're up.
It's
Grab a
really
cutter
cool.
And mine what you can. Metal deposits are in that cavern. I'll shout out when I need you.
so far our voice acting is great too. Like that. All right, so we need to mine things. Yes, we mine things in a very similar manner
Think we'll be done
to
here
No Man's
soon.
Sky.
Now I hear this is the last dig.
If I had to describe this game, I would say it's Fallout 4. Very, very Fallout 4 with mixtures of like Mass Effect in their storytelling and atmosphere, along with No Man's Sky and some of the mechanics that are there. But really, there's a lot that's fairly original on its own here, I think. We just shoot it to mine. Very nice that way.
I'm busy. Got anyone else to bother?
Nope, I'm just gonna do this. Everyone and their mother is playing this game right now, most likely, as I play it. So if you're here hanging out with me, I very much appreciate it. If you could hit a like and maybe, comment on the video there.
They're ready for us. Get back up here.
If you want to. It will help YouTube decide that this video is worth sharing with other people. maybe, hey, this brand new channel that's like just RPG games, which is way outside my normal genre, maybe
Time.
there will be a chance that we could, you know, actually grow a channel based on that. It'd be cool. Oh, look at this drill. Oh, that is sweet. Look at this thing. Nice.
Standard reading a clean break. Shut it down.
Let's go.
Before we go, I am a person who is going to explore a lot. I'm going to explore a lot, and I just kind of want to see if there's anything over here. There is this other walk path, and so I just kind of want to check it out. And it doesn't look like there's anything really notable in here. I mean, the first scenes in Bethesda are usually fairly scripted, so it makes sense.
Come on.
All right, so they're waiting for me to come, so that's good. We'll do that. So she is looking for an anomaly. We're not looking for resources here. We're actually hired to do something very specific, to find something very specific that some sort of benefactor or some client basically has hired us to come here and get it. That is the extent of my knowledge in this. I've only done the first little scene through here so far, just to kind of, you know, obviously learn the absolute basics and to design a character.
Getting close, I think. Yeah, everything is just... Lynn, seriously, there's something really effed up about this.
Where is it, Hella?
Through there, I think.
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Yeah, sure. Sure you will.
Why would anything go wrong?
Would you shut up? Both of you do your jobs. Client is on his way.
Hey, don't look at me. I've done my part.
What are you waiting for?
All right. So I'll just walk up this narrow, rocky bridge, right? That's what you're going to put the rookie on? Actually, that's the perfect job for a rookie, isn't it? Because I'm disposable. Is that it? All right, fine. Just get up here. There's more things to mine. Not sure if I get to keep them if I mine them. I would say probably not. But I don't know. We'll see.
Still getting weird gravity readings. I guess that's a good thing. Just keep going.
He sounds very sure of himself. All right. So we'll just come down here. Ooh. Rumbles.
Do you see anything?
I mean, there's an opening here. Lots of strangely colored rocks. I've never seen them before. I mean, I'm not a mining expert or anything, of course, but these look different than the others. There's particulates. It's floating in the midair, actually, and there's looks like bony pillars holding the place up. It's apparently something lived here at one point, maybe. These strange rocks, they're floating in midair. I've never seen anything like it before. It's actually really cool. Wow. Wait a minute, they're not really rocks. They got sharp edges, corners. Is anyone reading? Is anyone hearing me here? Hello? What is this? What are you?
Dusty, snap out of it.
Hey, come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
Okay, so this is the character creator. Meet Chuck. This is what he looks like. Little screw up as he is. For his background, as you saw or heard, I guess, from the story, we're going to go with industrialist. You might think because he grew up on Neon, he might end up being more of a cyber runner, cyberneticist. And honestly, I really debated going cyberneticist because it seems pretty cool with the skills that you start with. But these are only the starting skills, and you can, of course, expand into anything you want. But this is basically the three that you have a very slight head start on. It makes more sense for the backstory to go with industrialist. There was a time when all you wanted to do was be a titan of industry, maybe a ship designer or a megacorp executive, and thankfully that skill set never goes out of style in settled systems. So persuasion, because as far as his backstory goes, he did get into some trouble growing up, so we are going to look into that in the traits area there. But he did, he's able to persuade people into allowing him to get into positions that maybe he's not qualified for example. So a little bit of persuasion skills there. He's able to talk his way through some things. We have security. Obviously, he's not very good at hacking, but he was at least able to hack the information to make that trade, allegedly. So he's got a little bit of security experience as well. And then finally, with his family history and his father and stuff being for medical research, we're going to go with research methods as the other starting skill. I don't get to choose these. I just simply choose the background, and that's industrialist. They've kind of done that for the sake of balance, I assume. That said, we can get as many skills as we like to, and I'm probably going to either go with medical or pistol at the very beginning for my first one, just so that I can start to get leveled up in there too. Okay, we have that. Then we go into traits. And for the traits, obviously, we're trying to make ourselves a little bit of a custom character here, so the text and the reactions may not quite fit in, but we are going to go with Neon Street Rat, even though we didn't really grow up on the streets per se. We did spend a lot of time in the city and got into some trouble, kind of a vague explanation there. Got into maybe a little bit of trouble growing up and hung out with a lot of kids and stuff that were on the streets. And so we have a little bit of experience with that, but mostly I'm interested in seeing what kinds of dialogue options and rewards are going to come from a Neon background. That locks us out of the Freestar Collective and the United Colonies native stuff as well. We're also going to go with terra firma as my background, at least. Didn't spend a whole lot of time in space. It was mostly just on that planet, doing things on that planet. And as a result of that, never really acclimated to space all that much. Health and oxygen are increased when on the surface, but they are going to be decreased when we're in space. We'll have to try to acclimate ourselves in other ways. And that's going to, of course, lock out space. And finally, little addition to our story, mostly because I just want to see what it is. While I was in prison, I happened to use that very small amount of combat training that I had gone through, personal self-defense training that I'd gone through as a child. And I happened to step in and save one of my fellow inmates' lives, and they have never stopped thanking me for it. I am their hero, and I am going to be earning the attention of an annoying, adoring fan who will show up and randomly jabber at me incessantly. On the plus side, he'll join your ship's crew and give you gifts. I have no idea what that is, but I saw the description of this and I said, you know what, I'm going to work that in. So that's what we're going to do. So we have hero worshipped, Neon Street Rat, and terra firma as our traits for this character. We're going to finish it up by simply naming this dude. It is Chuck, and my caps lock is on Chuck, like that. Okay, that is Chuck. And let's see what kind of trouble Chuck can get into. Here we go.
Oh yeah, you were a real rags to riches to rags story when you signed on. From space industrialist to contract miner. Well, you got the sample.
Not
Client's
funny.
on his way, then we all get paid. Do you remember anything that happened?
I mean, I'm still a little foggy. I think there was definitely light, and I think I heard music.
Huh. Well, you passed out, that's for sure. Everything else, probably just your brain playing tricks. Either way, we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Huh, sure don't look like much.
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. We'll be... Speak of the devil.
All right, so it's going to tell me to press V to switch between first and third person. I have altered the hotkeys a little bit in my game because I didn't like the way they were default set up. So third person. Yeah.
Constellation contact is on approach.
There we go.
Wait, the Explorers group? I thought they were kind of a joke.
Not a joke. You're just too young to know better.
Hey, I'm just saying they got a reputation. Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really exist.
Half the crew doesn't believe Earth exists, but it's still there. Same with Constellation.
Yeah, come on. Exploring space? Who does that anymore?
Oh, you
Ain't
don't
the
look
space
good.
we've already got complicated enough?
Not to them. apparently.
Excuse me? That wasn't very nice. I don't look good? What happened? I already don't look good. Wow, okay.
All right, Dusty. Airlock. Put your helmet on.
All right, so we hit tab to open that. I haven't done any of this. This is all completely blind to me right now. I just did the opening scene and stuff to get acquainted with things. So equip a helmet. Toggle which quest is tracked in your HUD. Only one quest can be tracked at a time. Etc. 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 Yep, that's right. Cool. That's the helmet thing. So in the inventory screen, we're gonna go to the helmet section, and there's our helmet. Wow, that looks great. I think that's what the beeping is. It's telling me to put my helmet on. I think. Let's see. The beeping has stopped. There it is. Yep, that's a very Fallout-ish opening, isn't it? With the whole big door opening. Yeah. Dude, this place looks sweet. I heard the sound design in the game is fantastic, so I'm leaving it very loud for you guys.
Really? In a Discovery class? That shit's older than this game.
Come on.
That's pretty dang cool. So a Discovery class is an old ship. It looks pretty cool. It's a little small maybe, but it does look cool. Like traveling interstellar, right? I think this is maybe a little bit small for that, but yeah.
Man.
I have to talk
Been
to
a long
him.
time.
Yes, it has. That mine on Bendy, right?
Kazal, hellhole, like this place. Rare mineral contract. Your tastes are a bit more sophisticated now, huh?
So, you found something?
Right here. The new guy found it.
That right. And everything went cool? Just like grabbing those minerals on Bendy?
Kazal, and no Barrett, not cool. He passed out after the extraction. Woke up saying all kinds of nonsense.
Is that right, cowboy? Went on a trip, huh?
Yeah, you could call it that.
That fun, huh? Not the most gentle push into the great mysteries of space, but hey, been there.
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
I really thought I lost them.
Barrett? Everybody get ready!
Oh shit, that looks cool.
Just like the emergency drill! Go! Go!
All I have is a frickin' drill. Oh, here we go. Right there. At this. Okay, hold on. I gotta get my weapon out here. Okay, so I missed the part where it was telling me to grab a gun. Cool. We're starting things off just like myself. There we go. Reload. No ammo. Can I have ammo? The med pack. Can I have ammo? Can I have ammo, please? There we go. Let's pick it up there. All right, now we're finally getting there. A little rough to start, but we're gonna get it. That's good. You appear to be prioritizing your deaths over your own survival. That's funny. Come on now, that's hitting. Only a little bit of weapons training. Didn't take the full course. I said I went to class. I didn't say I scored high marks. All right. All right, we're gonna take some of the Syntha meat turkey. Really? Cool. I am a looter, but I know you have to be very cautious with that kind of thing in this game because you will end up with modified mouse. Ooh, I'll take that. I'll take that one though. Yeah, here we go. There is a way to, if I go in here, there is a way to add these to hotkeys, and I'm going to do that too. So this one is, if I favorite it, I can go favorites, and then I can say, let's go with 2. Let's go with 1 on the pistol. I like the pistols. And then we'll go with 2 on the extra gun here. And then the cutter, I think we'll go with maybe like let's try like an 8. So like way away from where the rest of my weapons will be, but I can still access it really quickly. Okay, cool. There's a rip shank in that guy. He's got credits. That's good. Gray leather jumpsuit. I'm gonna try my best to not loot things that just make absolutely no sense to loot. But ammunition, that seems like it makes sense. And then credits of course make sense.
Can't believe the Crimson Fleet hit us.
That's a friend. Rescue axe, med pack. I don't know about a rescue axe. Might be cool. Like a melee weapon would be nice to have, I think. So we'll go with that. Different space suits. Those are going to be very heavy. I can't really hold a whole lot here. I don't know what Synapse Alpha is, so I'm going to grab that really quick until I figure out.
Better not be coming out of our pay.
And then we've got, what are these? Boom pop cherry. I'll grab that too, I guess. All right, and let's go over to here. Impact driver. Yeah, they will put. Oh, here we go. So common manufacturer component. This item can be used as a component in crafting. So anytime I see that, I'm gonna grab it. I'm a big fan of crafting. So anytime I see anything that's related to crafting, or I probably will go out and get more resources and minerals and things like that to go with it as well. So definitely gonna be keeping an eye out for that kind of stuff.
Of course Barrett was being followed. Every time.
Every time.
Well, that was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now.
So he knows about these already. This isn't news to him. If you take me off this damn moon, sign me up. That doesn't sound like me. If they can tell me about the artifact of yours is, I'm in. What is Constellation anyway?
You ever stare up at the stars at night wondering what's out there? Well, that's us. That's where we go.
All right. I mean, I didn't ask for any of this. It does seem pretty extreme. But I think if you can tell me what the heck I saw, I'm quite interested to figure it out. I'm in.
Marvelous.
Oh, no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
All right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but he's not some miner anymore, Lynn. Soon as he touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
I want to be able to look at...
It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things.
I want to be able to look at the character listening every once in a while too, instead of just, the hard cuts between dialogue. Yeah, all right. What about the mine? Don't you need... I don't think so. Yeah, thanks for everything, Lynn.
Just go. Before I say something I regret.
But what about my money?
Well, none of that's settled. Vasco, get him to the lodge. No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo? Again? Very well.
Again.
Oh, and hey, take this.
Oh.
You'll find it very useful out there. And it even tells the time.
Even tells the time. I got a smartwatch. Ested in 2188.
Hey, look at that. The watch fits you perfectly. Now, questions?
Yeah, does it have any apps? No, I'm just kidding. Wait, you're giving me your ship?
Technically, it's not even mine. Consider it a loan. Vasco will keep you on course. Besides, I'm making an exception since you can tell Constellation about that vision you had.
What exactly did we dig up?
That, my friend, is the million-credit question. And Constellation can find the answer. With your help.
And why is the Crimson Fleet after you? Are they going to be after me too?
They're just following the loot, like pirates do. And I have something of a reputation as a loot collector.
But I'm going to be flying your ship. They're going to think I'm you. Why send me?
Come on. You really not at all curious about that light and music show you experienced? Why it only affected you? Because if you didn't notice, we've all been handling it since with no problem. The way I see it, Constellation needs that artifact, but they also need you. This mystery is only getting bigger each step we take. And you're part of it now.
So there are other... I can't ask him about other artifacts. So there must be other artifacts. They've been finding them over time and I guess gathering the people that see them too? What's so special about me?
Let's go. Don't let him break my ship.
So I have to follow Vasco to go that way, but this game is supposed to be this open world thing. It lets me go wherever I want, right? So, you know, there are other places to visit potentially. We came out of this door. Yep. So, gotta be curious.
You in one piece?
Can I go this way?
Good. Me? I'm just gonna pass out as soon as my heart
No,
starts racing.
can't go that way. Would love to go over there. Can I go that way? I like to explore, man. I'm somebody that gets off the beaten path. I'll probably do this a lot, but if nothing has ever yielded from me exploring, then I'll just cut it out of the video and you'll never see it. But I'm probably going to do a lot of exploring like this. So if you are somebody who is like curious to know what's around off the beaten path and stuff, this might be a cool series for you to follow, because I might show you some cool things. I don't know. I might discover some cool things. It takes a lot of extra time, but it's all part of the game. It's all part of the fun of it. So I'm gonna head up. I'm gonna head up this way actually, because I see that thing up there, and I kind of want to know what it is. And rocks are out there. Okay, so I wanted to see what happens there. So I was running too much, right? Like holding shift, running, sprinting. So you have an oxygen supply, which should be more for me since I'm on the surface. And if you exhaust your entire oxygen supply, then you start building up too much CO2, I guess. And if you fill that up, then you have a bad time. That's what I've been told. So I don't know exactly what bad time means, but let's try to avoid bad times. So this must be some kind of... It's either a radio tower of some kind or perhaps like some sort of laser turret. It kind of has like a turret look to it, but not with like conventional nozzles or anything, or conventional muzzles, whatever you call it. Anyway, let's take out our cutter here. See if there's any. So there's a scanning tool, which I haven't gotten into yet, but I'm gonna do it now. Scan creatures, minerals, and plants. Each unique item scanned progresses your survey data of the planet. Completed survey data can be sold for credits. Very similar to No Man's Sky and how they do it. Yeah, I think you have to actually complete the data, though, in order to sell it. To where No Man's Sky just kind of gives you credits as you scan. The scanner mode also unlocks additional features such as building outposts and using social skills like diplomacy and intimidation. Ooh. All right, so we can see things like this resource here, which is just water, okay? And if I head over there, that looks like argon. Could be cool as like a gas, but I don't exactly think I can extract the gas. What I was looking for really is if there are any minerals that I could potentially, mine, if I could get something else. Because remember, crafting is a thing, right? So you have to do that. So I'm not really interested in setting up an outpost. I'm mostly interested in having my laser out. And there's argon right here. Is that what it is? Argon is a gas, so I shouldn't be able to extract it with a laser. Board the ship. I know. There's nothing to mine out here, really? Look at all these rocks. You're not going to give me anything? Nothing at all? Really? No, I don't know. No copper? Ooh. Look at the, see, there's something way over there. There's a cave way over there. Oh, come on. You see, like, you can just stop the whole main quest right away and go to a cave. How cool is that? Well, let's see if I can. All right, a little bit of water added. No big deal. Huh? Come on. We should go to that cave, right? Like right away, the very first thing we do is we go to a cave before we even take off. I mean, I may not come back here. It's so far away, though. I don't know if I can get there. This is a long way down. I mean, obviously, this is well beyond the role-playing aspect of things, right? I'm mostly going to do the role-playing part of it during dialogues and cutscenes, and but like for this type of thing, I don't know about that. I do wish I could zoom in with this. Like the scroll wheel zoom in. It does seem like that maybe is something we could always come back to later. That's a really difficult thing to reach. So perhaps if I can get that scan E. Okay, so that's I have it marked and stuff. So maybe I can come back to that later. But the fact that there's a cave over there seems very interesting to me, I gotta tell you. Oh, and there's something unknown over there. Natural. Okay, so there's stuff all over the place, and you can explore those types of things. So if nothing is ever yielded from this type of thing, I'm mostly just showing you this now, and then later, every time after this, I won't do it anymore, I don't think. But if nothing is gathered from exploring around places like this, then I'll just cut it out of the video, and it'll just be something I did. Okay. Unless you have a different opinion. I mean, if you guys wanted to see just like wandering around places like this, and if that's what you're into, then I guess let me know that. But in general, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Okay, so we need to get to the ship, which is over there, of course. And so there's something else is right over there. It just says natural. I kind of want to see if I can just get a visual of whatever that natural thing is. That'd be kind of. Oh, there's my CO2 buildup. All right, so that's how they balance how much you can run and stuff. However, if we go into, what is it? Right here, skills. If we go into skills, right, we have no skill points, but there's 5 different tabs and there's a whole bunch of different skills. And I think the very first thing I'm going to get is fitness. I know I said something about pistols and stuff later, but I think fitness is probably the first thing I'm going to get. It's going to increase the amount of oxygen I have available, which is great. And then you have to go through a variety of different challenges. Once you have the skill, you go through the challenges in order to be able to unlock skill ranking points throughout that. So it's kind of I think it's a cool system on paper anyway. I think I like how that system is. So I'll probably go to fitness first because it directly ties to how much I can run and how fast I can go, how much oxygen I have in various different situations. And that is also going to help offset the reduction in oxygen that I'm going to have in space now because of my background, remember? So I'm going to have a reduction in that in space. Dude, I think I can reach this. I'm going to try to go to this thing 400 meters away. I think I can do it. I wonder if putting our mining laser away will allow us to go a little bit further. I don't really see a difference there. I have to also wonder if your carrying capacity, which is also a thing that's measured in kilograms of mass, I think. So currently we're only holding 36 out of 135, which is pretty nice. But I have to wonder if you carry less stuff, can you run further? I mean, you guys had to know, Bethesda, you had to know that if you put this on the map over here close enough, I'm just going to go and check it out. So I am going to go check this out before we get on that ship and figure out what it is. I may not be the most exciting channel in the world, but you know what? I have outstanding visual and audio quality, and I like to explore things that maybe a lot of other players don't. So, ooh, hey, hello, aluminum. I'm definitely going to get that. Crafting supplies. Heck yes. All right. I like to explore things, so we'll see. If you're into exploring things, then come along on a journey with me. All right, it's only 80 meters away, man. I mean, we got to... Where's this? Ooh, what are you? Okay. Natural. Oh boy. Crystal crater, location discovered. Ooh. We're not gonna have any. Not gonna have any baddies in this area, are we? Got some nickel. Sweet. Ice. Oh, got some water out of it. There's some resources here for sure. Ooh, what are you? Can I mine you? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So I can mine that. That's just a rock pile, but it is highlighting it. So I'm wondering what that's all about. See what this is about. Creature pile. Ooh. Ooh, a creature pile. That's... Oh, I don't like... Oh, boy. Oh, I don't like this. What will happen with the creature pile? Are you gonna jump out at me? Okay, there's fibers in there. Oh, okay, so this is like something I can just loot for it. Okay, lead, iron. Okay, good. Whew. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Am I gonna get like my first encounter with a bunch of bugs right now? Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work. You know, I gotta be careful with some of these things sometimes. So this is the one I just did. Yeah, are there any other creature piles that I might be able to discover through here? Resources, 3 out of 5. So there's 2 more things of resources here, that maybe 2 more piles that I could get if I just scan enough to find them. There's a whole bunch of stuff to mine over here. And grab a little few things to mine right there. And I thought I saw another one, right? Yep. Water. All right, so there is a bunch there, and then there's another creature pile right there. So we're gonna get... you're just the fragments of what I already mined. Okay. All right, so we're gonna get this. Sealant. Okay, yeah, no, we'll take all of it. Absolutely, we'll take all of it. And then, I don't know if there's... It still says 3 out of 5, so I'm wondering if maybe it was just a coincidence that there was 3 resources inside the creature piles before, right? Maybe this is just outside it. It's cool, like, you just scan something and you see something you didn't know was there before, and then it's just there and you grab it. It's awesome. I love stuff like that put in a game. They do it right away. They just give it to me right away. Loving it. Looks like a fragment of what I already did. No. That is a valid nickel deposit. Come on now. Get up there. Get up there. Those says 3 out of 5. Oh, maybe that's... Not sure what the 3 out of 5 is for then, because, I mean, clearly I've gotten more than 5 deposits. At least I'm pretty sure I have. Oh well. I mean, survey says 92%, so that might be something around like the planet. Like I have 92% of what's available on this planet is known. Is that what that means? I don't see any more creature piles here. I'm gonna go just a little bit higher. I know you're probably thinking to yourselves, this guy is never gonna get through the story. That's a valid critique. I'm not gonna say that you're wrong. That's a complete valid critique. There's nickel. Oh, hi, right there. All right, cool. We'll get this nickel. I think I'll start heading back. We do want to get to the story eventually, right? I'll start heading back. Creature pile. Hi. There's another one right there. See? Still says 3 out of 5 though, so I don't. Unless there's something else I need to. Oh, you know what it is? Oh, I think I know what that might be. Right? Like 3 out of resources, right? So this one scanned, and then this one scanned, and then I scanned the other one over there. Maybe that's the 3 out of 5. Maybe there are 2 other sites that, maybe there are 2 other things to discover that I haven't discovered yet. Perhaps that is how it goes. Yeah. All right. We'll see. We'll see. Now, I do have a research specialization on this character, and from my understanding, if I keep progressing down the line on research it will become cheaper to get things. It'll take me less resources to get research on things. So I won't have to gather as much stuff if I kind of go down that path, which I am kind of starting with a point in that path, so it's pretty cool. I think, anyway, it's pretty cool. All right, so we're heading back. I'm just kind of keeping my eyes open for anything new, but I am on my way back. I'm not going blindly out into the abyss or anything here. I am seeing a slight discoloration. Oh, that is interesting. Look at this. Is this? That's a very straight line. So this must be a place where you could potentially set up a drill, like a mine. You could mine aluminum here, like a more permanent outpost sort of thing in this area. I think that's what this is. And then we have different resources that are available in this area. Huh. All right. We're definitely going to do outposts and all sorts of stuff there to get as much resources as we can. We have to be able to afford all of the things we're going to want to do, right? We have to be able to... there's a lot of stuff you have to pay for, you know, different ships. You can have multiple ships, multiple crew members, pay for those crew members. Like, you just... And you have to pay for them, so you have to have a way to get income, and that is the industrialist in me, to learn how things work. And I've already surveyed, and there's aluminum over there, so I'm already discovering where things are, getting a head start. Proper preparation. Okay, made it back up the cliff. Had a little bit of a climb there, but made it up there. So that's Crystal Crater, and we have a reference point for that. We can come back down and land later, or get whatever we want from that later, as well as the other site that's over there on that side. So it looks pretty cool. Hey, what's up, robot dude? Vasco. Okay. Vasco, he is... I see Bethesda did that thing again where... well, that's kind of what they're known for a little bit here. Is like there's like 3 different walking speeds.
Just up the ramp, Captain.
Right, where...
in the external robotics bay.
I guess 4, right? There's like 4 different movement speeds, and the player only accesses 3 of them. You have the regular jog, you have the sprint, right? And then you have the walk, and then you have the NPC walk. And the NPC walk is always just slightly faster than the player walk. It's annoying. I can't just walk with them. I have to...
You are the new captain of the frontier.
Yes, I am.
Captain, Protocol Indigo is in effect.
So I can't talk to you, is that it? All right. Protocol Indigo. I don't know what that is, but there are some things in here that I am willing to... I'm just going to grab stuff. So I board here. Very cool. Now, it's not quite like... I'm going to make some comparisons to Star Citizen as well.
I assume you know how to fly a Class A starship. As Barrett likes to say, it's as easy as learning to ride a bike. I will attempt to boost the shields, just in case there are any difficulties.
There's a bunch of food here. I'm just going to take it so I can use it. There's also something called the Digipick. So that's peculiar. Don't know exactly what that is, but hey, I'm open to figuring it out. We have Barrett, Personal Slate 1.
You know the drill, Vasco. Protocol Indigo means no deviations, no distractions, no dalliances. In short, no fun. Unless, as strictly defined by Sarah, said deviations, distractions, and dalliances are completely necessary in getting this fine vessel, the Discovery-class Starship Frontier, back home in one piece.
Okay.
I guess I'm still technically borrowing it from Constellation, even if I have no intention of actually giving it back.
Okay, fair enough. Well, now it's mine, and I have no intention of giving it back either. At least not unless I'm forced to. Meal pack ramen. I'm taking anything that's food at the moment because I do have a little bit of damage done to me. The bottom right corner, the health bar that's above my ammo count. And then this is the research station. I'm curious about this. So the research lab lets you discover new crafting recipes by completing research projects. Each research project requires materials in order to make progress, which is why I'm gathering materials. Materials needed can range from raw minerals extracted from planets to organic substances extracted from alien creatures and plant life to manufactured components that can be made at an industrial workbench. So we have 5 different categories: pharmacology, food and drink, outpost development, equipment, and weaponry. And if I was to go into like something like equipment, we have something like where we can research helmet mods and be able to get from helmet mods 1 to helmet mods 2. There's also spacesuit mods and pack mods, which are blocked because I don't have spacesuit design rank 1. So this goes in with the skills. I need to have spacesuit design as a skill in order to be able to actually do these things, which makes total sense. So if I don't have weapon engineering, for example, as a rank that I can get in the skill tree, I'm not able to make muzzle mods 1 and convert down to muzzle mods 2 after that. You can see some of the things I can do though, and things like optic and laser mods, grip and stock mods, etc. So we could go into something like this, and then the required materials will tell me exactly what I need for this. So I've already gathered some sealant and I've already gathered some aluminum, so I could put those resources towards this if I wanted to. I think I might go down into I don't really know exactly which one would be better off, or what would be better suited for here. We do have a little bit towards manufacturing 1, and it looks to me like outpost engineering is something I really want to get into. Outpost engineering, my main channel, right, we do lots of city builders and stuff like that, creative games, and outpost stuff is going to be right up my wheelhouse here if we can get there. So botany, zoology is going to be needed for these types of things, and they're also a good source of making, getting resources and making money and stuff too. So we're definitely going to be looking at a lot of that in this because I think it's worth it. Of course, I'll skip ahead again a lot of the maybe monotonous stuff, the busy work stuff. I'll go ahead and skip some of that, or time lapse it, or just fill you in later. But I see personal slate 3 here, which means there is a 2 somewhere, and now I want to find where the 2 is. There's a broken constellation helmet, nightwear. Actions use 5% less O2. Oh, interesting. What is nightwear? So there's minor utility outfit. This is our apparel, and we can also go into nightwear. So it's basically pajamas. Yeah, we just have pajamas on. Okay, fair enough. The minor utility outfit, which is what we're wearing now, and that gives various different things. And then we have the Argos Extractor jumpsuit, which would it looks like it reduces the mass that we're it weighs a little bit less. That's cool, but slightly less EM, whatever that is. I think I'm fine with the utility suit that we have on right now, though. I'm all right with that. And then, of course, I'm wearing this full-on suit here, too. So I think if I can I want to find his log number 2. Let's see where that is. Gummy bears, or gummy bugs, I suppose. Yeah, red wine. Anything that says it restores health as food, I'm going to grab it because I'm just going to eat it all right now because, I am a little bit wounded. But if I can find Barrett's second log, well, I can't find it in this area, and I don't want to proceed without you guys, so we're just going to go ahead and do it. We're not going to be able to see these things in order most of the time anyway, but I want to at least hear them. So, personal slate 3.
Oh, I'd kill for some chunks right now. First stop when I get home. But I really need to get better about packing snacks for these long hauls. Some rhubarb boom pop. Maybe some cereal. Irvin always made the best trail mix. Added in little marshmallows for stars.
Very good.
I miss that.
Marshmallows and trail mix. Fantastic addition. There's a Chunks cap here too, which I suppose I could just wear it as aesthetic, but it doesn't really do anything. I'll leave it there. Let's open up the big door. Ooh, that seems pretty cool, huh? All right, going through here. So there's a couple of jump seats here. That's nifty. A galactic coffee mug. I'm noticing the... Okay, so cargo hold. We can see all the stuff we have in here. Oh, okay, so we can transfer all of our stuff into the cargo hold, and then maybe that takes away the weight from us. That seems interesting. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. I don't know if we're going to keep this ship, so we're going to just keep it on our person for now, but I'm noticing the coloration changes like dramatically as I come in here. It's kind of interesting. Bethesda does like to use their shaders and stuff, so I guess creates that atmosphere, you know? Lots of different color grading stuff going on here.
Shields ready. The rest is up to you.
Okay, so unlike Star Citizen, which I'm going to make a lot of comparisons to because I play Star Citizen too, the ships cannot be directly piloted off of the surface. I think that's probably fine. For this scale of game, I think that's probably fine. I am liking the sound, though. Oh, the little crackles. Oh, yeah. They did a really good job on the sound on those rockets. They sounded awesome. All right. So we can fly around in space, just not from the surface. So
now
WASD.
That we are in orbit, it might be wise to test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure.
Okay.
I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems and we'll be on our way.
Hold left alt and use WASD to switch between systems and allocate power. You can skip the ship tutorial by powering up all systems, including the grav drive. Well, I'm not going to do that. So, okay, so left alt and use WASD. That lets me go between these systems here. And I can take...
Each system on a ship requires power.
Yep.
Allocating power is under your direct control.
Okay.
Let's go over the engines. Engines control our maximum speed. Try increasing and decreasing our relative velocity.
Yep. That's what I'm done. I've got, we're at 100 speed now. Can bring it down.
A ship's engine has a sweet
spot
for
yep.
better handling during turns.
Yep.
Draw your attention to the HUD. You'll notice a speed indicator in the lower left with a gauge that goes up and down as you adjust the throttle.
Yep.
Try to center the gauge so that it lines up with the center of the vertical bars to its right.
Yep. That's what I've done. Ooh, hey, I just accidentally fired a gun.
Can be engaged
That's cool.
for temporary bursts of speed.
And then left shift to boost. That's cool. Yep. Okay. Lot more speed. Wow, up to 400. All right, cool.
Let's turn our attention to the shields. Try adjusting power to the shields. Notice more power increases their strength. Shields protect the ship from hull damage. Without a hull, they'll be vaporized. Shield health is displayed in the lower right. Hull damage is below it.
Interesting. So, shields in Star Citizen, my power to shields is usually related to how fast they recharged. And in this one, it's their
adequate
total
pilot.
offline, yeah.
Are you familiar with ship combat tactics?
Oh,
because
shit.
That's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear.
Okay, here we go. Just gonna throw me right into it, eh? All right, cool.
We will need to disable their shields. Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective.
So I need more power to my laser
You
weapons.
Can keep the enemy ship centered on the HUD. We can lock in to fire a homing missile. The enemy shields are down, Captain. Ballistic weaponry excels at damaging the hull once shields are offline.
So I'll use ballistics with the right click. Yep, that's cool. And then I see missiles on the HUD at the top. I see missiles with G. Is that what that is? Let's find out. Oh, yeah. There it is. Oh, yeah. I like missiles. Nice.
Congratulations on surviving your first Starship assault, Captain.
Yeah.
We should search the wreckage for spare parts and other salvage.
Ooh.
You will need to fly close to it before we can access the remains.
I can loot the ship from space. So if I get close enough, like how close is close enough? Is this close enough? How do I do it? Does it F? No, that seems like a scanner. Okay. Crimson Fleet Ghost. Do I just hit E? Okay, E. There, cool. I did it. I got things.
More Crimson Fleet ships are jumping into our location, Captain.
All right, we're gonna head around now. Come on now. Take that shield out.
Waste of time.
Is it though? I don't think so. Come on. Where you at?
Grabs down. Do or die.
Come on now, where are you at? Next guy? Next guy, here we go. Okay, my shields are offline. Let's maybe get him back here.
I'm taking you down.
Huh? Power allocation's a little wonky. I wish they would... Wait, what's this? Your ship's hull integrity is low. If it drops to 0, your ship will explode. Press 0 to repair your ship. Consumes ship parts. Okay. How did I get into third person mode? I don't want that. Oh, Q. That's a weird button. Okay, so the thing is, I'm so used to Q and E doing a roll, and this game doesn't do that. So I'm going to probably hit that a lot.
Just give up.
Can't find this dude. Come here. Yeah, I wish you can't maneuver the ship very well. It doesn't maneuver very well. Come here. There we go.
Grab shot. Not like we're running anyway.
The amount of Crimson Fleet hostility has been far more than anticipated. At this rate, the odds of continual assault from their ships are high enough to jeopardize our mission. In short, they are after the frontier and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Crete, a perfect staging area for pirates.
Okay, so we need to go to a different planet. That makes sense. I've looted. I got the ship loot, and my ship is just getting decimated. I think is there more loot there? Is that where it is? Is that the loot sign? Because I know I just destroyed 2 ships, and I've only looted one of them. So, well, I guess I looted 3 ships, I suppose. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. Slow it down. Oh, I can do it from way back here. Okay. That's cool. All right. So now to go the next location, I need to go that way. I assume that the one all the way to the right is the grav, right? Apparently is it? Oh, it's O, not 0. Okay. So O repairs. Ship parts. Gotcha. All right. So, that's going to help it be a little less noisy in the cabin. That's cool. To get that way, I assume I have to power this grav drive here. So let's maybe take some power away from the lasers and then put it into this. All right. Is that how we do this? Or maybe we go to the map. That might be it. Travel between the stars. Zoom out to see the entire star systems. Zoom out again to see all the stars in the settled systems. Plot a course by selecting the star system you want to travel to. Your ship can only jump so many light years at once, so distant star systems may require you to jump to a closer star first. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay, so you can see we've got spaceship debris. We just did that. Yeah, I don't think it's on the... It might actually be on the surface. Currently unavailable to this location. All right, so I'm kind of limited on where I can go. All right, that's fine. Fair enough. All right, so we'll go... Tab, we're going to find the system we need to go to, which is over here. Travel to Crete. We need to go here. This is the Crete. It's a moon of Encelon. And we need to set a landing target. Now, I can go right to the research lab, or I can land anywhere else I want. But we need to set a course for Crete first, looks like. So let's hit travel. And then instead of having to quantum travel and just sit there for 5 minutes, we're just there.
The abandoned facility with our Crimson Fleet captain is on the surface.
Okay, so let's power down the grav drive really quick here. So tab to open the data menu. From there, you can open the star map. So tab, we're going to go to the data. Well, yeah, this is the data menu. So we need to go to star map, or I just hit M like I did before. Planet view of star map gives you information about the environment, lets you scan the planet for resources, and helps you discover key landing sites. Rotate the planet until Crete Research Lab icon. All right, I did that before. So, yeah, meet at there. Yes, land at the Crete Research Base. Or I can scan the whole planet. We can discover what's on it, which is pretty cool. So if I know I need more iron, for example, I can land over in an area that's iron rich, and I can go get iron. Or in this case, I can get lead, or I can get argon over there, more gas, I guess, if I need to collect argon gas. And then there's certain places where there's just nothing really there, so landing there, maybe there's something cool there, but there's no resources there. And I can land wherever I want. I can simply click anywhere on this, as far as I'm aware anyway, I can click anywhere I want and land. So I kind of want to, this video is getting long, isn't it? Yeah, first video is gonna be very long here. I want to explore. I'm sorry, I do. I want to explore. So we're gonna hit this, and volcanic, yeah, 0%. And I think we're just gonna go to like some place with just a random place. Let's just see what it does. What is it like to just randomly land anywhere, right? If they're gonna let us do it, I'm gonna do it. All right.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
So I've just landed in a random location, and I see a structure right there. I see several structures right over there, and that makes me interested. I also see some bugs over there. That's cool. Let's exit the ship. First video, and we're already way off the beaten path here. We just don't care about the main quest at all, apparently. Hey, Vasco, what's up, buddy? You gonna follow me, or?
Captain, Protocol Indigo dictates that I am to return to the Lodge with no deviations. We are here to stop the Crimson Fleet from pursuit. Nothing more.
Okay. So why are they after Barrett?
I have often asked Barrett that same question at various times, and about various individuals that wanted to cause us harm.
What did he say?
The most likely answer is that Barrett personally insulted him.
Okay.
Typically by continuing to live, usually after escaping from certain death, and often with an object multiple people wanted.
Wow, that is a perfect explanation. Why is he trusting me with his ship?
Barrett would say that billions of years ago, we were all one with the cosmos, so technically you have known each other forever. But the more practical answer is likely that he needs you. The number of known people who have been affected by the artifacts is now 2. Without your investment in Constellation's mission, he may never know more about the experience you both share. So he is showing you trust in order to gain your support.
That's straight to the point. Love it. He can be a pack mule for me too if I trade gear with him.
Item exchange protocols.
Then I can also give him some of the resources that I'm carrying. His mass is currently 135 capacity. He's not carrying anything, so I can put things in his inventory later too. As just like any other, just like Fallout and Skyrim and stuff, your follower can be a pack mule for you as well.